Hi there, and welcome to Camp Cooking with Saucy Sean's Fine Eats, where, well, sometimes we make real food for real people, but today we're going to try some more freeze-dried meals. These are, now they're called ReadyWise. I think the last time I reviewed them, they were just called Wise. They're made by World Famous, and they're sold at Canadian Tire, of all places. So a little bit about today. You're going to hear a lot of noise in the background. We're at Quate Valley. Beautiful campsite. As I've said before, they've actually done some improvements. They fixed a picnic table that's been broken for 10, 15 years. They added a fourth picnic table. They added more bear lockers. They made the fire pit a bit smaller. But while we're here today, we've got a scout group that's here. And there's also a venture company that was here this morning. So there's like 16 scouts running around making noise. So it's going to be a bit noisy. But we got these ReadyWise meals, freeze-dried, sold at Canadian Tire. I tried one before and it was okay. Today we got teriyaki chicken and rice and lasagna. Entree mix for teriyaki chicken and rice. Entree mix for lasagna with sausage. A classic meat lasagna with pasta and sausage in a cheesy tomato pasta sauce. Perfect blend of chicken, rice, and savory vegetables in a sweet and spicy teriyaki sauce. Ooh, Zach picked the chicken, I picked the lasagna. I think we'll share a bit. But here's the cool part. There's a riddle on the back. I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I? And you can look on the bottom and see the bottom, it's sealed, but look, you can do this. It worked really easy on the other one. Oh no. Well, that may have been a bad idea, but this one I pulled it apart and there's little tabs where it can pull apart and it flattens it out. Anyways, by the way, the answer is a map. And there's a joke. I went to the beekeepers to buy some bees. All the bees had price tags on them except one. It was a freebie. There are 2 ducks in front of 2 other ducks. There are 2 ducks behind 2 other ducks. There are 2 ducks besides 2 other ducks. How many ducks are there? 4. I figured it out. There's 4. What does a duck like to eat with soup? Quackers. Anyways, what we're going to do here is we already boiled our water. We're going to put 2 cups of water in each package, stir them up, and let them sit for 12 to 15 minutes, and then we'll try them and see if they're edible. And yeah, it looks like that just breaks apart like that. There we go. So it'll sit flat. We shook them up already, got all the gunk out of the bottom. We're going to open them up and remove the oxygen absorber. Go ahead, Zach, remove your oxygen absorber. Open it up. I can't breathe. There's no oxygen. Fill that up. That's this cup. I think I've told you before. It's about 2 cups. It's close enough. So fill her up. Fill her up. Fill her up. Good enough. We're going to throw that 2 cups into the lasagna here. We're going to grab a spoon. We're going to mix it all up really well. Oh yeah, that smells like crappy pasta. And I'm going to zip it up. Get the air out and let it sit for 12 to 15 minutes. Zach's going to do his. Pour the water without spilling it. Zach doesn't say much today, apparently. Want me to fill it up?
Yeah.
That smells better. Kind of mix it up. Anyways, we'll be back at you in about 15 minutes and let you know how these things are. Pray for us. They might not be good. Hey there. Welcome back to Saucy Sean's. We've let this sit for a little over 15 minutes now. And we haven't opened them yet. Again, the reason why I'm doing them just this simple, I want to do, Zach pointed this out, we should do a comparison of teriyaki chicken from ReadyWise to teriyaki chicken from Mountain House or Mountain Air or some of the other brands of freeze-dried food. But honestly, I'm not a big freeze-dried food person. The amount of salt and sugars in these things is really high. The real benefit to the freeze-dried meals is we can boil water and use one instrument, one utensil, and that pretty much are your dishes. That's the benefit to this stuff. The downside is they are really expensive. These are 14 bucks a piece or something, and You know, you can eat them, you can live on them, but it's really not good for you with all the chemicals and crap in them. These aren't bad when I look at the ingredient list, but this one per serving, there's supposed to be 2.5 servings per package in both of these, and this one's got per serving 33% of your daily recommended sodium. That's a lot of sodium. 290 calories per serving, which actually isn't much. If you divided this between two people, do that one between two people, that's 250 calories per person per serving. Do that between two people, and that gives you 375 calories in that meal, which really is not a lot if you're out exerting yourself. We're not exerting ourselves this weekend, but it's not a lot. Zach's more of a calorie counter than I am, but even he will say that's not
great. At 3 meals, you're really hitting 2,000, which
not
if
even.
You're burning more than that.
Well, that's
questionable.
You're hitting 2,000 if you eat the whole package, but if you divide it by two people,
if you divide by two people, you're way under.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a concern.
Under.
But the amount of sodium. But the reason I'm really curious about these ones, and the reason why I'm doing the videos just on these, is you can buy them at Canadian Tire. That's the weird part. So I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Well, it looks and smells like, pasta-y stuff. Do you want me to dump some in your bowl for you? Or?
Sure, love that. It got the typical freeze-dried look, kind of liquidy. I haven't had freeze-dried in years, actually, so I can't remember what it's like.
Oh, the noodles don't look bad. Do you want more than that?
Oh, that's good, thanks.
Hey, you want to give me a little bit of that chicken?
Oh, with pleasure.
So he's got the teriyaki chicken. I got the lasagna. We'll see. That's lots. Oh, stop it, man.
No.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the chicken.
And I'll start with the lasagna.
And we'll see what happens here. Lord, please keep this food from killing us. Oh, look, nice little chunks of chicken in here.
Yeah.
The rice will be your typical, minute rice type stuff, effectively, because minute rice is really rice that's been cooked and been dehydrated. Oh, look, there's a nice little bug on there.
I wouldn't describe the lasagna as being visually appealing.
No.
So we'll see if it has any taste appeal. I'm a bit picky, so I don't really like melted cheese stuff, which just had a cheesy description.
I'm eating this for lunch because I have a bit of a sensitive system, and I'd rather eat this for lunch and have problems than have it for supper, which is why I would also make sure I tried all these before doing a long trip with them. But it's got a mild smell to it. The chicken's still a bit underhydrated, just a little bit. It's not a strong flavor. It's nice. It's not great.
Our lasagna here has a flavor I really actually quite dislike. I associate it with, generally speaking, cheap cheese. I smell it quite often, and it's just cheap cheese. To me, it's not good.
I understand exactly what he's saying. It kind of got that Chef Boyardee kind of feel to it, which is typical of a freeze-dried lasagna type meal. But it's got the noodles. The noodles look good.
Daniel or Jordan, you want to get more water? Take a helper with you guys.
The sausage didn't rehydrate well, which we gave it over to the 15 minutes recommended, which is okay right now. It's like 20 degrees out here or so it's okay. But in the winter, that's a problem. Like when I did that last video, it was cold. I had it inside my down vest. What do you think, Zach?
Well, between the two, I would definitely be taking the teriyaki chicken here. The teriyaki chicken here, though, is almost more of a sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah.
And I'll take a picture here, but you can definitely see it's a very jelly sauce. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, no, it's got a lot of cornstarch or something in it to bind it all together.
Oh, definitely. Very definitely. Like, I'm not getting a teriyaki flavor from it, to be honest. At least what I associate to be a teriyaki flavor.
But here's the thing. It's not my favorite food. Freeze-dried meals are not my favorite food. I prefer to dehydrate or You know, we got some sausage in the bear locker. We sometimes in the winter we'll bring up steak and stuff. I prefer that over this, but
5 days into a 7-day trip, it'll be okay.
yeah, it's not bad. The surprising part for me is, as I said, you can buy it at Canadian Tire. I've never associated Canadian Tire with backpacking. In fact, exactly the opposite. A little titch of a bite to it. Little titch. Some people would find it too spicy. The sausage has not rehydrated well. The chicken did not rehydrate well.
Which is weird for chicken. Chicken usually rehydrates very nicely.
Yeah. So, I'd give this 1 thumbs up. I'd give it like a 7.2 out of 10. But would I buy it if I was going on a trip and it's the stuff I could get? Actually, I would. To be honest, I would eat it. But I wouldn't, it wouldn't be my first choice necessarily. Sorry, I'm just looking at people in the background there kind of going, where are they? Oh, they got close to Zach. Good.
It wouldn't be my first choice by a long stretch, but as a backup meal or two, yeah, I'd pack it along just because it's easy and clean-ish.
So, this is Cooking with Saucy Sean's. Backcountry Cooking with Saucy Sean's. Not that we're far in the backcountry, but technically we are in the backcountry. It's a nice campground. They've done some nice improvements to it. Beautiful sunny day. Really enjoying this. Needed to get out. Didn't do nearly as much backpacking this summer as I planned. It's too smoky. It was too hot, and then it was too smoky. It was kind of a crazy summer. But I think what we'll do, I think Zach's right. In the future, we're going to grab some and we're going to do A/B comparison. We're going to compare 2 or 3 different brands and see what they're like. I would buy this if I needed to. It's easy and convenient to get, and that's really what makes it good. Any final comments, Zach?
No, I think we've about summed it up. Like, you know, me, I'd be looking at it as a backup meal effectively. You know, it's light. All you have to do is boil water. And you know what? You can walk into Crappy Tire, which you can find anywhere, and get it there.
Yeah. Now, to be honest, kind of the... Actually, I'm looking at the camera here. I'm probably pretty dark right now because of the sun and stuff, but we're trying to keep the scouts out of the picture. With the advent of Amazon, you can get it delivered to your house, which makes it easier. But still, I can go to Canadian Tire today, or Friday, on the way out camping and grab a few meals and be done. And it's kind of cool. I never expected Canadian Tire to have this stuff. I don't mean to pick on Canadian Tire. They're a Canadian institution, and honestly, we need a store like that. I go to the US and there's no store like Canadian Tire. None. With the tools and everything they've got. So let's give Canadian Tire 2 thumbs up for actually getting into more lightweight backcountry camping stuff. I'm going to give them that for this. I'm going to give these meals 1 thumbs up and about a 7.2. We'll do a side-by-side comparison in the future. Thanks for watching. Zach, thanks for being here. Mr. Antisocialist, I love this sweatshirt. I got one. I got the biggest one they had, and yeah, well, let's just say COVID has hurt me. But we hope you enjoy our videos. We're really trying to entertain, but also inform. Please ask questions, make comments, like and subscribe to our videos. We'll try and make more. But I need your support. I need you to share these videos because some people will like them. From Saucy Sean to you, have a great day. Enjoy your time outdoors. Enjoy your time indoors. Just enjoy life. Have a great day. So, just a little follow-up here. Zach and I are having this conversation. So, meals like this are great as a backup food supply, even if you don't want to eat them regularly. If I look at the expiry dates on these, this one is 02/25/2036. It's 2021 right now. That's approximately 15 years from now. This one, same, 02/03/2036. So you could throw these in your backup emergency kit and always have extra meals with you just in case. And talking about where we are right now, Quake Valley, backcountry campground. Back in 2013, when Alberta had that whole big flood situation, you could not walk out of here down the main trail because it's an old Forest Service road. There used to be a logging mill up here, such as an old road. It got washed out. I don't know how. I think they might have actually helicoptered people out of here. I'm not sure. They might have had to go the other way, but that's a long trip out in comparison to the short trip out of here. So you could get stuck at any time at any reasonably safe backcountry campground. You could get stuck for an extra couple of days. And having some extra food with you that's got some protein, etc., that you can live on for a few days, that's a good idea. Be prepared. One thing scouting taught me, be prepared.
Yeah, and it's light. It weighs effectively nothing. You can have 2 or 3 of these in your bag if you need it for a day or something.
168 grams dry. That one was
170 grams dry.
Yeah, so it's having 2 or 3 of these adds a couple pounds. If you're one of those serious lightweight people who don't even believe in carrying a first aid kit, that's a problem. If you're a normal person who likes to be prepared and take care of things and is a little bit safety conscious, having a couple of these with you is a great idea.
Yeah, it's
And
enough to push you through for a day.
Yeah, and the
Or
price
two,
the
or
price
three.
is fair when you compare it to a lot of the other stuff out there. Funny thing is, Princess Auto actually has some Mountain House right now. Don't know if it's near its expiry and that's why they have it or what, but it's out there. So yeah, having a couple of these in your pack just as a extra I'm gonna be safe thing, good idea. Again, from Saucy Sean to you, have an awesome day.